Alright everybody, it's your friend Plastic Pimps, and I'm here today with the driver formerly known as James, who wanted to come out and do a video for her channel. She wants to talk a little bit about her depression. Probably going to get emotional when she does it. You know, that's part of the process. Anyway, we're here at the Babe Ruth Little League Complex where they have multiple fields out here. We're sitting in the dugout. It's very nice. So without further ado, driver formerly known as James, open up a little and talk about this. And I'm going to go out here and walk the bases so you could be here all by yourself.
Okay. Hey everybody. I woke up this morning and I knew my depression was coming. Because as soon as I was awake, before I even opened my eyes, I felt the dread of even waking up and having regret that I even woke up alive. That's how mine usually comes. And so I've been struggling today. But I just wanted to do a video because I had said that on Plastic Pimp's channel that I was going to do a BTK video and a video about my dad, and that's what I had planned to do today. Instead, here I am making this video. But y'all know I've talked about my bipolar on his page, on his channel. On his channel, and talked about my depression and, you know, how I stay depressed more than anything, and which is true. I'll probably get, you know, maybe 2 good weeks of no depression, and then my depression's usually back. And because, you know, the antidepressants barely touch my depression at all, they just really just take the edge off, which is better than nothing, believe me, because I used to, before I even knew I was, you know, I had bipolar, and whenever they were trying me on different antidepressants after I found out that I had bipolar, none of the antidepressants were working, and I was so depressed and so sad that, and it hurt so bad that I would want to claw my way out of my skin. That's how bad I wanted out of my head. And there was no way to get rid of it, to deal with it, because I'm not an addict, I'm not an alcoholic, I don't, you know, use anything like that. You know, I've never used anything like that to deal with it. I've always been scared of, you know, becoming addicted, so I've always stayed away from addictive things. And, but now I'm on medicine, and it's not as bad, but it still hurts. Still can't escape it. All I can do is try to do things that, you know, help me deal with it. Like, well, sometimes Plastic Pimps will take me to Daytona, because anybody that knows me knows Daytona is my favorite place in the world. And that's because, you know, that's where I spent most of my childhood summers, was here in Florida. And it was usually at Daytona. And I love the beach. I love the sound of the waves. I love the ocean air. I love the sand. It's just very relaxing to me. So usually he's had to take me there a couple of times to drag me out of this depressions that I get into, and that's probably what we'll end up doing again this time if it gets too bad. But this time of year is just really hard for me because like I mentioned in his video where I talk about my bipolar, at my very first bipolar episode, depression, was triggered in November 7th. And this time of year, it's like my brain instantly knows it's coming. November's coming, you know, and so it just kind of bombards me with memories and stuff like that. So this time of year is just really hard for me. And I just have to...
Be on first base over here. I'm going to do my Ricky Henderson.
Oh, Lord.
You're going to love it.
Y'all would think this nut would keep me out of depression with all his things he does. He's a clown. But, I always have to try to do things, you know, it keeps my mind busy and not bombarded with bad memories and stuff. So, but I'm sorry, this is my first video and it's depressing. I hadn't planned on this being my first video.
It's all my knees will let me do.
But here I am making this video, and I'm sure there will be more like it. And I hope not as many, but yeah, I guess we're gonna finish this, and I thank y'all for listening. And just if y'all know somebody that deals with depression, don't tell them, please don't tell them, you know, why don't you just, you know, snap out of it, because, you know, if we could just snap out of this, we would, believe me. Nobody wants to feel this pain, believe me. But try to be more understanding and, you know, just sit with them. You know, sometimes it just helps for us to have somebody sit with us. We don't even have to talk, we just sit. That way we know we're not alone.
I'm sitting with the driver formerly known as James right
Yeah,
here in the dugout.
finally, after making his home run that he didn't hit.
You know I did.
But, thanks for listening, y'all. And be kind to others. And hope to see y'all soon again. Bye.